Well, howdy guys, Matt here again. I'm going to stay in the shed just for a little bit. For some reason we've got a really chilly wind coming through, so it's quite windy out there, and we thought it was all warming up, but we got hit with this thing again. So yeah, we're just trying to stand on the right side of things when we're working on them. But what I'm doing this morning is, if it's not too much wind noise, I'll quickly show you. We've got the loader over there, so I've just greased it, and the dump truck is just behind it. You can see there, I've still just got to check over it. It's got an auto greaser on it, so shouldn't have to grease it, but still just check the fluids and go through it. Now the excavator is being used to build up a road. So yeah, that where there was a big silt patch washed through in the floods. So yeah, we're just using the dump truck, the loader and all of that to build up that road with a bit of rock, and yeah, I think that should make life a bit easier there. Now, in other news, Tiny 2 has got some sort of hydraulic issue. We thought it was a similar hydraulic issue as to what Tiny 1 had a few months ago, where it was just a little spring, and it just meant that we couldn't there was just, the hydraulics flow was really slow. It was trying to bypass all the time, so it couldn't build up pressure for the hydraulics to work properly. So yeah, just a little $5 spring fixed that issue. Now, the same thing happened to Tiny 2, but it wasn't that spring. So we've got a person going out today to have a look at it, and I think Brad's going to be with him there too, just sussing out what might be going on. We do have a spare pump, spare hydraulic pump if we need it. But yeah, we'll just test it, see what we can find. Hopefully it's something relatively simple, but if not, put a new pump in if we have to. Now, because it's a bit windy, I'm just doing a voiceover, but at least we get to watch Brad's nice looking hands. Now, that collar is what holds the two ends of the shafts together. Now, that piece there is obviously not connected to anything, and it should be connected to that shaft, so I would say that is our problem. And yeah, so thankfully that shaft is part of the pump, and we've got a new one there. Now, this washer and head of a bolt, it was also rattling around in there, so that very well may have had something to do with why it did that. And yeah, that's the new one after it's installed. So yeah, that's down in the hellhole. You can see the torque converters just next to it there, and yeah, so that's down underneath the operator's feet. So yeah, thankfully we had a new one ready to go just in case. We were hoping it wasn't going to be that, but yeah, at least we didn't have too much downtime. Well, we're in the excavator, and what you can see here is this is where the road originally was, obviously, and in the floods, just from the hills and things up there, a heap of silt came through here, and you can see a big silt patch there, which we've been struggling to get through, and we have put rock in there, and yeah, it just keeps sinking down. So what was done yesterday was it was dug right out, maybe a couple foot deep or so, and then we've been getting rock and lining it. So what we've got to do this morning is just probably put another 4 or 5 inches on top, just to raise it up a bit, just so it doesn't pool water or anything. And that way, at least if we get another rain event that comes through from there, we've got a hard base to be able to drive on. So yeah, that's the plan. I think it's a good day to be inside a cab today. She's fairly windy and cold. Well, we're nearing the end of the day. I'm not going outside still, it's too cold out there. We're still working here on the rocks, and you can see I've done, that bank there, so that little section over there is what we did last week, and then we've done 3 passes here. You can see where I haven't done up there. So yeah, we're probably nearly maybe a third of the way through. But yeah, here you can see we've got some big rocks, so right in this section, probably from about there we've just this side of it, there's quite some big rocks underneath. And we're not too worried about it. We may not actually farm behind me. There's not a lot there. But what we're wondering is just, how much topsoil is underneath this layer of rock. Just for an indication of size, it's a bit hard to see, but that rock there is about maybe 600 mil diameter. So that's more than half a metre. So yeah, that distance there is probably almost 2 foot. So yeah, there's certainly some big ones, and that's certainly not the biggest I've dug out. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. It's nothing quite beats having an excavator that's big enough to just pluck them out without breaking anything. So it's virtually perfect for the job. Well, we're back here at the main farm. It's a lot nicer day today. So today the plan is we actually have the grader coming back, and we've got a service to do on it and just a few other bits and bobs. There's a couple more lights we want to put on it, and a few little jobs. We've got a watchdog to put on it, which is it's a system that monitors it monitors the engine temperature. This one does a transmission temperature as well. We've put them in quite a few of our machines over the years. We've got a more complicated one of them in the air compressor that'll actually shut off itself. We've got one in the old comma truck, and just a few things like that. It's just easy, separate thing that it buzzes when something's wrong, just so you're not having to rely on the gauges. And so that's the plan today, I think. We've got all the filters, and there's a heap of filters to go through there, and then I think should be ready to go again. So the other thing we're fitting to the grader is wear blocks. So they're for the where the blades shift side to side. So I think we actually had one missing. So we're just going to go through and replace all of them. Well guys, we're under the grader here. So these are wear plates that they slide on this slide here. There's some up the top as well, can't quite see. But we're just replacing them. So they just pop out like that once you've got the bolts out. And we're going to be whacking new ones in. So these are the top slides. We're just pulling off. So they're just a big block that goes in there. And they just slide out. Whack them in, and should be good to go. Well, we're in the grader here. We've just fitted some lights up on the roof up there. You can't see them at the minute, obviously, but so it's nearly dark, and we just needed some more lights shining down on the board there, and it's working really well. It's quite even light all over it. So we're really happy with that. This is the little watchdog I've fitted. So we haven't had it running, obviously, so that's why the temperatures are quite low there. And we're just going to have to run it for a few days, see what the normal temp is, and then we'll set the alarm to come on about 5 degrees more than the normal temp. And that way, if there's ever an issue or whatever, an alarm will sound. So this is it at night. It's quite a nice sunset over there, actually. So those 4 lights up there under the cab is what I just had to put in. So I had to lift the roof off and run new wires through to that. And thankfully they worked first time. So when we got this, it actually didn't have any lights on it at all. So last time it was here when we first got it, we fitted those ones. And today we've been doing a few things. We've got some new tie rod ends that are going onto the steering rams there. And then just a full service, so full set of filters, oils, a few little things that needed fixing, and she'll be having a good clean in the morning, and then it'll be ready to rock and roll again. Well guys, we're nearly done with the grader there. A couple of things I needed to say too. Hopefully the alternator video, I'll be able to get to that in the next week or two, but coming into harvest, who knows? So I just got to wait for an opportunity to do that. And the other thing is the treatment for the D11 for Tiny 1. So I think in a video, I might put a link in the description of when we were cutting the track into that hill. You could see on some of the drone shots it was actually puffing a bit of white smoke, and I think someone actually commented that they thought I could use with a bit of injector cleaner. But yeah, so that was what we were trying to get rid of, and so far it looks like it has. So we're happy with that. We haven't really been able to compare fuel usage because we just haven't had a good chance to get both dozers together working together as such. We've had rain interruptions, breakdowns. So yeah, we're just still jury's out on some of that stuff, but it really looks like the white puffing is gone. So we're very pleased there. Well guys, another project. The grader's just getting a wash, and then yeah, it's going to go do a quick job down the paddock there. But yeah, we've got the quad there, and this is the diff out of it. So it's been a bit whiny and that, so I just popped it open to have a bit of a look. But the main reason why was because this pinion here was worn out. You can see the teeth in there, that was flogged out, and also the shaft. Now this is the old one. You can see it's not very good. So it was actually just grinding and carrying on, and it wouldn't actually move. So I've had to wait about 2 months for the parts, and now we just got to try and put it back together. Well, we're done, and she's off. So it's just going down to one of our dams there. There's a bit of a causeway. We just laid some rock down, so he's quickly going to dress that up. Well, we're here with Wayne. He's the chief grader driver for us. So he's just going to tell us a bit about what he thinks of the grader, and also a little bit of what he was trying to do here.
Beautiful machine, mate. Been well looked after, been carried well, handles itself well. You've got 300 horsepower, 14-foot blade, big 8-inch cutting edges on her. We've got a hungry board on the front, so we can shift some more dirt. Comes in handy when you're trying to move a bit of material in one go, like coming through here to do a pass. We're just trying to put down some ballast to give us a rise to carry the trucks across the causeway here so we can get some material moved. And the machine itself, as far as this application, it's just brilliant for the job. The controls, the self-leveling blade, everything it's got, it's just brilliant. It fits like a glove out on the farm. It's 6-wheel drive, front wheel assist. You can wind the power up in the wheels to however you like. And she'll talk, she'll give you what you need. Won't let you down. Be one of the most beautiful graders I've ever driven.
testing out the new causeway. So we wanted some edges. Well, this is all the old man's plan. So he wanted some edges here, so when there's trucks coming through, there's a clear edge because it's quite soft if you go past that. And yeah, that would be very untidy if a road train's coming through here and falls off that. So yeah, that's the purpose of that. So no, that's very smooth. Well, I got the diff all back together and ready to go back on. So over here, just got a transmission jack here I'll use to hold the diff up while I fit it up. So yeah, I've got to put that shaft in here and yeah, try and line it all up. And yeah, there's going to be a bit of mucking around. But yeah, I'll take some time-lapse footage, so it should be nice and quick for yous. Well guys, we've given it a test. All I've got left to do is put the guard on for the diff. I have filled it up with oil, almost forgot. But yeah, so what you do is there's the bung here and that goes in the top. That's where you fill it from. But there's a little bolt there and that's your level check. So you undo that and then fill it up until it starts dribbling out of there and then you know she's right. So yeah, I've just got to put the wheels on and yeah, she'll be done. Yeah, so it's been a fairly full-on week this week. Yeah, plans haven't all gone the way we wanted them to, but we still managed to get it all done. So found a few extra things with the grader we didn't know about, but it was really good to be able to tidy them up while it was here and not about 100 k's away. So yeah, Wayne is driving the grader for us, but the grader is basically just going out and about and yeah, doing contract work all over the district. Yeah, the grader will be coming back here every now and then, whether it's passing through, and we've got a bit of work to do to it. But yeah, I think majority of the time she'll be out and about. But no, it was good to see it again and yeah, get a few roads tidied up while it was here. But yeah, and just, I'll say it in every video, but I'll keep saying it. If you're interested, we're on Instagram and Facebook, so you can check out the links in the description. And yeah, I think that'll be the end of the video. We'll catch you in the next one.